Hello and welcome back to Sweetberry Farm. Daniel here, and today we are going to show you our green room. Now, when I say green room, it's not a room that's green, but it's a room that is full of things that will turn green. As you can see, I got a lot of seed trays here, and over here we're growing some lovely Shasta daisies. Now these are going to be beautiful. We have some Culver William asparagus, none of which have sprouted yet, but it's well on its way. Ooh, don't forget the St. John's wort. I'm not talking about warts, I'm talking about plants. Here we go, we got St. John's wort. Let's see if these have grown yet. And looks like we do have some sprouts popping up. Looks like I got 1, 2, 3 St. John Warters. Rocking and rolling. Well, this is our green room and we're getting ready for season 2. Our first season was just basically trial and error, getting things in the ground, working with a shovel and my own bare muscles. And that's going to be very similar to what I'll be doing this year. I did, however, buy 2 broad forks. I got a 14-inch deep 14-inch tines that should plow the dirt. And then I got a 7-tine broad fork, to just keep broad forking. So this year we're broad forking, which we didn't do last year. And we are also going to use silage tarps. And, well, when I say silage tarps, I mean I bought 1 silage tarp at Fleet Farm in Winona, Minnesota. Pretty close, give or take. This silage tarp is 50 by 150 feet long. So I'm thinking that I'll use that for my garden that I tilled last year, which is definitely covered in weeds. I had some kind of a crabgrass growing that punctured through my potatoes. And speaking of potatoes, we harvested a lot of potatoes last year. They weren't big by any chance, but here we are in March, and the potatoes are doing really well. I just tried to sort through the potatoes today, and I got through 6 or 8 buckets of them just to see if there was any rotten. Here's our little storage room in the basement. It's back here. Here's our stairs to get out. And it's kind of cold in there. I don't think it ever froze. But let's get in here and I'll show you what we got for the storage. Ooh, it's a little chilly. As you can see here, we got buckets of potatoes. And they're a little squishy, but not too bad. They're definitely not shriveled. And when I say squishy, just barely, there's just barely a little give, but they're holding together really well. And I sorted through 6 or 8 buckets of these things, and there wasn't a rotten one in here. As you can see, we got buckets of them over here. I still have to go through those, but I'm really liking how we stored the potatoes and how well they're holding up. It's only the beginning of March. Well, what are we, March 10th? But March 10th is awesome for the way they look. So I think we're gonna have seed potatoes this year, and way more than I purchased last year. I mean, last year, gotta get out of the dark. Last year, I spent $500 on potatoes from Carter Farms out of North Dakota. They were certified organic seed potato. I got them all in the ground around June 15th, just before we took off for vacation. And they were pretty much done doing their thing 2 months later. Yeah, 2 months later, they were done growing. They were dying off. But yeah, I got buckets of them. I at least doubled or tripled or quadrupled the amount of potatoes that I purchased from Carter Farms. Even though they're on the small side, but hopefully they make really good seed potato. So we're just getting ready for spring to come hard here. There's still a little bit of snow up there on the hill, but the garden is definitely thawed out. So I need to definitely start thinking about getting the silage tarp out on it to, you know, help the weeds germinate, but yet they won't get sun, so they'll die. I did hit it with a flamethrower earlier last fall. So I did kind of a scorched earth type situation out there, but we got our chickens just kind of enjoying life, getting a little wind in their feathers there. So that's cool. Ooh, avocado plants that I started a year ago are still alive. Might have some orange seeds growing in here also, which is great. What else we got? I planted some apple seeds. So I think I got about 9 apple seeds that were already rooting inside the apple. So I'm hoping that those will turn into something. We'll find out. We're just kind of experimenting. I have a little bit of celery growing in there. There's a sweet pepper seed that it hasn't gotten very big, but it's alive, and it's been alive for like 5 months, and it's just a little twig. Over here we got another chicken just enjoying life, probably laying their eggs wherever they want to at this point.